Bottle Androl, $250. Bottle EQ, $75. 2 bottles of Trend, $75 each. $150. Bottle insulin, $100. I know you only got 400. Give me the 400. I know you're good for the rest. Just need the juice and you're all right then, right?
I'm just gonna get big and strong.
Yes, you are, my friend.
What's up, guys? Boy Benny. So for the better part of the last 3 years, Donald Trump has been challenging Joe Biden to debates.
Come on, Joe, let's do it. Anywhere, anytime, any place.
Donald Trump said anywhere, anytime, any place. And then this week, suddenly out of the blue, even though every pundit has been saying that that Joe Biden should not debate Donald Trump and that this would be a disaster for Joe Biden,
Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
Okay, got it. And there's a good joke about Donald Trump being in court. Donald Trump saying Crooked Joe Biden is the worst debater he ever faced. He can't put 2 sentences together. Joe Biden's the worst president in history. Let's get ready to rumble. Donald Trump's now agreed, and Joe Biden have agreed to 2 debates, hopefully 3 debates. Donald Trump's initial responses. Let's see if Joe can make it to the stand-up podium. However, the rig game is now officially on because the debate's going to be on CNN. It's going to be with 2 seething Trump-hating anchors that we have covered here ad nauseum. Dana Bash and Jake Tapper, who can't stand Donald Trump. It's going to be on a network that literally gave the answers ahead of time to Hillary Clinton, right? Donna Brazile is not sorry for leaking CNN debate questions to Hillary Clinton. So that's the network that gets rewarded for this. Also, there's going to be no audience, no RFK Jr., no Trump remarks during Biden answers, and only Biden-friendly outlets from CNN, ABC, CNN, or Telemundo. Please do the Telemundo. So there is sort of a consensus here that people are saying, wait a second, why is this debate happening? Why is it happening so early? Why like Biden seems desperate, and we've been saying this for a long time. Like, there's no reason to do this. I mean, Donald Trump's going to destroy Joe Biden in these debates unless they rig everything seemingly against him. This seems to be a last Hail Mary ditch effort to try and save Joe Biden, who's tanking and collapsing in all the polls. Now, there's a man who's been predicting this for a very long time. They're going to swap out Biden. This seems to be perhaps the last red carpet rollout for Joe Biden to potentially get a chance to run in 2024. Vivek Ramaswamy has said many, many times that they are going to swap out Joe Biden. He said it to us during a Benny Bruce event. He's said it during the national televised debates.
I also want to close with one message to the Democrat Party. End this farce that Joe Biden is going to be your nominee. We know he's not even the president of the United States. He's a puppet for the managerial class. So have the guts to step up and be honest about who you're actually going to put up so we can have an honest debate. Biden should step aside, end his candidacy now so we can see whether it's Newsom or Michelle Obama or whoever else.
All right,
just
Mr.
tell us the
Ramaswamy,
truth so we can have an honest debate.
All right. And then everybody screams. He's been on that horse, by the way, for a very long time.
For President Biden. What do you think?
Look, I think the number one takeaway trace is this. Joe Biden will not be the nominee. I said this last year. People dismissed it as some type of conspiracy theory. Today, I think it became that much more obvious. Play this out. Biden's own DOJ and special counsel is effectively releasing a report that undermines the case for him to actually be a candidate for the U.S. presidency, right as Biden's poll numbers are cratering.
So this is exactly what Vivek's been predicting for a very long time. Those in the know are beginning to write articles like this, what's behind Biden's utterly pathetic debate gambit. Scott Jennings reveals how Joe's cynical scheme could backfire and finally convince Democrats to kick him off the ticket. So many people are saying that this is just pure desperation, right? The consensus in Washington, D.C. seems to be to just not allow Donald Trump to have any airtime ever. But now they are letting Donald Trump have airtime. They're going to try and put him in a box, and this is why. You can see Donald Trump winning by commanding margins in every single swing state, just dominating. The ones that are close, Donald Trump's well above the margin of error in. And this is going to be one hell of a race because, well, Joe Biden is the most unpopular president to ever run for re-election. He's more unpopular than Jimmy Carter. He's more unpopular than George H.W. Bush. By orders of magnitudes, by 10 points. So how the hell are you going to win? So we'll see what happens, but Vivek is on with a brand new, interesting take on these debates. Vivek went on Laura Ingram's show last night on Fox, and said this is all about them giving Biden one last shot. And if he fails at this debate, you have enough time before the DNC convention to swap him out. Here we go.
Joining me now, Vivek Ramaswamy, former 2024 Republican presidential candidate. Saw him in court on Tuesday. Vivek, you say this might be a setup. Why?
Yeah, I believe it is a setup, Laura, and here's how it's working. Why did Biden pull this 180 all of a sudden, and why did the Democrats let him do it? Let's put together some facts here. On one hand, CNN is hosting it. They're going to prop up Biden, try to make him look as good as possible. But also note, this is the earliest ever presidential debate in recorded American history, in June. Why is that? This is a Hail Mary attempt for Biden as his numbers are tanking. This is their last chance to give him a desperate attempt to succeed. And if he doesn't, as I expect will be the case, that gives them enough time to swap out somebody else for the nomination. That's what's going on. Set him up for the best possible look you can give him. It's not a neutral forum. It's CNN. Do the 180 as he's tanking. But if he fails, they have enough time to prop up a new puppet. That's what I think is going on.
So Biden is his own trial balloon. He's been around for like 50 years, and they're still auditioning him. That's pretty funny.
I think it's going to be an extraordinary way for him to go out in style. I do not think that even with that tipped hand moderator, I would have said pick a left of center network and a right of center network to do it together. But you're going to have a left of center network, CNN doing it. They're going to try their best to make Biden look good. I think they're going to fail, and they're going to fail miserably. And after that comes the red carpet for whoever substitutes Biden after that.
Trump, all he needs to do, Vivek, is to be cool. Because Biden is going to throw insults at him. The only thing he can do is try to bait him. Bait Trump, get him into a mudslinging contest where he loses it. That's what they're going to try to do. If Trump does a Reagan and just like, has the equivalent of there you go again, he'll win it by, hands down.
Having spent a lot of time with President Trump, I think that he is a further place than he was. He's been the president already. I think he is more than ready for this. The record speaks for itself. It's a rare opportunity to compare 4 years of Trump to 4 years of Biden. Donald Trump, they've put him through everything. They've put him through this trial, countless others they're trying to put him through. This is going to be the least of his concerns. I'm confident he's going to come out shining. But my concern, Laura, is that this is in June and it's early. It's part of a broader plot for a replacement plan they then have in the works.
Well, if what they have is Gretchen Whitless Whitmer and not having Gavin Newsom, then good luck. All I could say is good luck. I don't think that's going to work. Vivek, it was great to see you the other day, and come back soon. Thanks so much.
So that was very interesting. This has now been game theoried out by Vivek. Vivek was on our program in the arena earlier this week and said about as much, traveling the back of a cab in New York, saying that this is potentially a trap or a setup for Donald Trump and Joe Biden, respectively. 47 had this to say to Joe Biden.
Anywhere, anytime, any place.
Donald Trump challenging Joe Biden to the debate. Joe Biden finally acquiesced, I think out of a place of weakness and fear, and said, yes, I will do it. Vivek, we all watched you during the debates. You probably have a couple of tips for Trump, but at least 2 debates, maybe 3, are now locked in.
Yes, I'll say a couple things about that. First of all, I love Trump actually challenging him and putting the ball in his court. Now, Trump has been doing that the whole time. Biden has not responded. But, he said, what is it? Anytime, any place? Usually anybody, anytime, any place. It was the expression, right? Anybody, anytime.
And he said, let's get ready to rumble. He said, let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble, right? So I would just modify that to say any Biden, anytime, any place. Because there's really probably one of them that's more pulling the strings than the other. But suffice to say, I think that was capturing the spirit of President Trump's comment there. I think that there is something, to call it the cynical side of me, Benny, people call it conspiratorial or whatever, but I would think it's a worthy question to ask, is why exactly Biden has so suddenly and so markedly agreed to debate, right? Right. He's been steadfast. Trump has been challenging him for a long time. It's happened in every presidential cycle, but they've been gesturing and signaling that somehow this time Biden wasn't going to do it. And then now all of a sudden he's getting ready to show up. It tells me that there might be more to this story than has actually come out. I want to know what conversations he or representatives have had with the people who will be hosting those putative debates. I want to know more about what exactly the path looks like, even in the Democratic nomination path between now and then. So I have to say the cynical side is also a cynical side of me certainly has me asking some questions about what exactly happened there. But you know what? President Trump did a great job of giving him no other choice than to resort to whatever measure they've resorted to. And, soon we'll see what that is.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, I like the results. If these two aren't president or vice president, then I guess that's positive results for me. As for me, I'm voting for the guy with the mugshot. I'm voting for the outlaw gangster. Okay? This is going to be me right here. And I hope that Trump brings this gangster mugshot energy to the same county that he got his mugshot in, Fulton County. It's going to be wild. We'll be watching. It's your boy Benny. See ya.